And the show where most of the work is done by people scouring the country looking for these stories, and then Ando and I, we just sit here and listen to them.
Yeah, tonight we're going to hear a story for the very first time from a guy called Sam. Sam,
Hey guys.
How are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.
Was it a long journey here?
No, it was just a kind of an adequate amount of time to get from North to South.
That's what we go for.
What's adequate? Like 20
Yeah,
minutes?
it was fine, 20 minutes.
Oh, right, yeah, the area.
Anything less would have been weird.
Yeah, okay.
Why was it so quick?
We built this close to your house.
How did that happen?
Because people are coming in from all around the country.
Oh,
so,
right,
yeah.
okay.
So where does this story take place, bud?
So this story takes place in Dunedin, in New Zealand, back in 2005.
Oh, happy 2005, bro.
It's July.
Oh, okay.
What's Dunedin like?
Well, Dunedin's a university town, so that's why I was there. I was there studying. Basically, New Zealand sends all their young people to get everything out of their system, and just kind of away from everywhere else.
Punching bag of New Zealand.
Exactly.
Were you at like a university dorm, or you're at a...
That's where I started, but when this story takes place, I'm actually living in a share house.
It was this big old place. I lived there with a bunch of mates and who'd come and go.
Okay. So who were the top three? Who were the main three friends?
So, okay, so the main three friends that would be in there is my friend Hindu.
Bonsoir, Samuel. Très bien, bro.
Real name, Alexander Henderson. Sorry, I've just told you your full name on camera, Hindu. But that's how he got his last name, Henderson, Hendo, Hindu. The New Zealand accent does the rest for you. His other name was Fat Legs, which was his...
So what is he, quite a skinny-legged guy?
No, it wasn't in an ironic way. It was just the more direct way. My other friend Kat, who's kind of a really fun, chilled-out kind of hippie.
Maybe we watch Whale Rider again.
No.
And then my friend Pete as well, who was kind of like, old before his time.
That's freshly boiled cabbage.
Oh, thanks.
You can imagine that kind of dynamic. And we're in and it is like really kind of like a tumbling down, like one of those sort of barely habitable houses. We were sort of up on the hill above the northeast valley of Dunedin, and
In the backyard, there was a huge pile of garbage.
Why would anyone go to the tip when they can create one in their very own garden?
I know. I couldn't live without it.
It's a must-have.
so that's the environment that we're in.
Yes, yes.
And one of the things that Hindu and I got into was this series of dares, basically. It started quite organically, and it would be like,
Hey, bro,
Yeah?
I dare you to drink that beer.
What? I think that's Jared's beer and he moved out 2 months ago. Why would I do that?
'Cause I dare you.
it was these very kind of simple little things like that. And be like, yeah,
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
And then what actually it established is this kind of social contract between the two people.
Yes.
Because once you've made a dare, it was unspoken, but the idea was that then that other person gets to dare you back.
But you'd assume that the next one's probably going to be worse than the previous.
Well, that's what we didn't realise.
Oh, you're not familiar with the term arms race?
Yes, that's right. That's right. I wasn't studying military history at this point. So we were really quite naive to the idea that actually the stakes were going to get just slightly raised, and it's almost imperceptibly raised each time. So it would be, first it was a warm beer, then he'd have to piggyback me around the house for an hour,
Come on, Hindu, only 28 minutes to go.
I know.
and then next thing you know, I'm snorting a line of mustard. And then he had to do just your regular pig face challenge.
Honey.
You're at 43. You've got 7 to go.
So, yeah, the stakes are sort of imperceptibly kind of getting raised all the time until it reached a point, which I guess was inevitable, where I took it too far.
Do you remember what the dare was before the one you said? So what's the stepping stone before your one?
I'm pretty sure it was me jumping into the garbage pit. Was the step before.
Okay, once again,
Hindu.
you run and jump high and long.
I know.
As far into the pile as you can.
I know.
Oh, and if you find a pack of fisherman friends in there, they're mine. Oh.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hang on.
Do you remember jumping into it?
Oh, yeah, I remember
And was it
that.
like, were you happy with your jump?
I mean, happy's probably not the right word. I guess I was happy in that I survived it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
And then,
But there would be an element of like a code of conduct, like a code of honour to go, well, if you tell me to jump in the garbage pile, I'm not just going to, you know,
no, absolutely.
fall on one bag. I got to get in there.
Absolutely. These are all these kind of unspoken social contracts that you have, and it's sort of this like kind of like sadomasochistic relationship that young guys get into without really realising it. I think they call it friendship.
That's what you're trying to describe, deep and everlasting friendship and the golden years of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
I think our travel show is based on such things.
You've come to the right place, Sam.
Good work, Sammy. You see inside.
But my biggest struggle coming back from the garbage jump was actually just plumbing the depths of my creativity to try and think of something else.
And it's a bad one because the one I did isn't really even funny or anything like that. It was just out of desperation I'd kind of come up with this idea, and it's more just horrible than anything else. To this day, I really don't feel good about what I did, so I want to be clear about that. But basically,
We'll cut that bit out.
Please believe me. I seriously regret where I took these dares because, honestly, they had lasting consequences for Hindu and me.
Stay tuned for more True Story, if you dare. Our true story so far has seen Sam locked in a battle of increasingly hostile dares with his housemate Hindu. Dares that Sam is about to take a little too far.
You took it too far in the dare you suggested.
So basically what happened was I got a plastic bottle, like a Coke bottle. I'd chopped the bottom of it off. Hindu was blindfolded. He had like tea towels over his ears so he could neither see nor hear.
Jeez, Sammy, big build-up.
And he had to hold this plastic bottle to his mouth.
Here we go.
And the deal was that at a certain point, I would tap on his shoulder and he would have to inhale whatever was in that plastic bottle.
Come on, then.
And this is what I really feel bad about is he knows it's going to be bad, but he's also trusting.
Let's do this already.
So, what was it? What did you go for? What was in the Coke bottle?
So, and it really pains me to say this, but I actually sprayed fly spray.
Nah.
What's going on? Are we gonna do this or what?
What gave you that idea? I don't even know what I was thinking, okay? I was desperate. I think I probably just saw it. So I lift this can up slowly, give it a really good spray. And I quickly tap Hindu on the shoulder. I see him lean back, and I'll never forget the sound that he makes. He sort of goes,
What was that?
Just
Fly spray!
in that moment, in the moment that he's done that, I've realised I've made a huge, huge mistake. Like, what was I thinking?
This kills animals. Granted, much smaller ones, but this is poison.
I feel like they don't even need to say that you shouldn't do that on the can. They don't need to.
They actually do.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's back there.
Yeah.
Don't spray this on Hindu's head.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down, Hindu. I just thought, you know, the garbage jump was pretty brutal.
Yeah, he goes absolutely mental, and he starts chasing me around the house. He gets me on the ground. He's absolutely incensed, just livid.
Fly spray! What the hell were you thinking? You're gonna kill me!
I say to him, the only thing you can say, the only honourable thing for me to do in that moment is I say, whatever you want to do next, whatever dare.
You want to throw back at me next? I'll do it. I'll do anything. 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 Okay.
So that kind of appeases him in that moment, and he sits down there and he thinks, and he doesn't take very long to come back with what he says, and he says,
Okay. I want you to pick up and hold one of my shits.
And now the code brown is in play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry,
one of your shits
Yep,
in my hand.
exactly.
So that's what he plays back to me. And, you know, there's nothing left for me to do but go,
I will do that.
So we got a deal?
Yes, deal.
Quick game?
Sure.
but as Hindu walks off, what I've just agreed to hits me. And worse still, I have no idea when or where this event is expected to happen.
Stay tuned. True Story continues next. True Story resumes to find the regretful Sam forced to accept the most horrific of dares.
I want you to pick up and hold one of my shits.
So when did it actually happen?
Now, it doesn't happen that day. And in fact, actually, like, several months go by, like 3-4 months. And I'm kind of living in fear that Hindu is going to call in this dad any time.
Hey, man.
Hey, buddy.
But he never does. In fact, months pass and it's never mentioned. And eventually I start to think,
You might be in the clear here.
and as much as I feel bad and I want to kind of repent for what I've done, I'm also very happy to avoid doing what he's asked me to do. So a couple more months go by, and the sun has started to come out. The birds have started to chirp. It's one of those 1 in a million Dunedin days, and I'm thinking to myself,
Life's pretty good.
and then Hindu comes sort of thundering down the stairs, you know, those legs.
Is the earth shaking?
Sam,
And he comes and he's just so excited, he can't get words out. He's just going,
come.
he can barely get the words out.
Come on, come upstairs.
I'm like, okay, fine. I'm sort of getting up, dragging my feet, like, what is this, you know, stupid thing he's going to show me? And he takes me up the stairs into the bathroom. And there on a white dinner plate in the bathroom is the most perfect specimen of a poo that I've ever witnessed.
No. That's impossible.
He's plated it up.
It's 9 or 10 inches long. It's just tremendous in girth. And I realise,
You haven't forgotten. You've just been waiting for the perfect poo.
Isn't she a dream?
Oh, we should.
Well put, bro. Well put.
Did he have to do it on the plate? every
Yeah, he would have been picking up his own poo.
what I assumed probably happened is if he was dissatisfied, I don't know how many times he did it, because you kind of know when you're onto a good thing. But I think if he was dissatisfied, and I'm not sure whether this happened, I'm guessing he probably threw it into the pit.
I can do better.
So there it is, and he's just hysterical. And I'm just standing there, just observing it, and it's
All
all...
I'm thinking of is your parents, I assume, are in a different city.
Yeah, that's
and they're
right.
like, where are the kids?
The kids? Oh, they are at university.
Oh.
They're learning.
They're learning about being leaders of tomorrow.
I think I learned a lot that day, actually.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Seriously, guys, what the F?
What are you doing with that?
I have to pick that up.
Jesus, I forgot about that. How long for?
Well, we haven't really thought about... Oh, you have thought about it? Well, go on then. 60 seconds.
No.
Sorry, did you say 60 seconds?
A minute.
Yeah, so 60
one hot
seconds
minute.
was more of a warm minute, but yeah. What we did is we kind of arranged the plate sort of on the edge of the toilet itself.
Careful.
And then the idea would be that I would reach in and grab it, and then I would sort of be holding my hand over for the 60-second duration, at which point I would release, and then I'd actually kind of like stripped off and was just in a towel at this point, because the idea would be that as soon as I was done, I'm in the shower.
And that's it. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Did you have a girlfriend at the time?
Strangely, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So there we are, and it's like, OK, we're about to do it, and the stopwatch is going to start as soon as I actually pick it up.
Okay.
You're actually going to do this?
Cat, he has to do this.
There's not many situations where you would find yourself in the position where holding a poo is the right thing to do. You know, we're actually be going, if he doesn't pick that shit up, he's a bad guy.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Good man.
Good on you, mate.
But it's kind of funny that it's actually, picking it up was actually quite hard. It's quite a hard thing to do, because not like ergonomically or anything. Actually, it's quite good, but the...
Oh, I'd recommend it.
Do it. Pick it up.
Cold feet, Sammy.
No, it's not.
It's actually more that there is like a primal barrier in your brain.
Knows not to hold.
Don't do this.
That's a bad thing. It's almost like a force field propelling me away.
Sam, pick it up. I'm trying. Hold the poo, Sam.
Yes, Sam, pick up the poo.
I'm trying to pick up the poo, Pete.
And then finally I managed to kind of break through and I pick it up. I'm holding it.
Oh my God!
It's there. And I'm thinking, there is no way I'm going to be able to do this for 60 seconds.
Stay tuned if you haven't already tuned out in disgust, because we'll see if Sam can reach the magic minute mark next on True Story. We rejoin the story in the most harrowing of circumstances. Sam has agreed to a dare, which requires him to hold his housemate's poo for 60 seconds.
So you're currently holding it?
And I assume bare hands?
Yeah, and I can feel its warmth in my hand, like it's still warm, and I'm just kind of looking at it, and Hindu and I both start sort of going,
So Hindu's now disgusted. How's everyone else?
Everyone else is just kind of grossed out at this point, and they sort of start to walk away.
Okay. Think that'll do me?
Do you remember when your first time call was? Because I assume that you'd be like, someone give me a time, like how long am I in?
I do, actually, because what happened was, it had been going along for a while, and I actually saw Hindu start to get... He was more grossed out than I was.
Yep.
So I saw him kind of looking like a little bit uncomfortable and maybe like he was going to actually throw up. And so I thought, screw you. Screw you, buddy. I'm taking this to the next level, and I'm going to push you over the edge. And so I go...
Hey, Hindu, who was this?
And I squeeze. And I squeeze and I feel it go between my fingers. But I massively overestimate my own capacity for gross things, and I immediately get upset.
No, Sam, what are you...
So I start throwing up. Hindu's throwing up into the shower. I'm throwing up into the toilet over my hand. It's all happening. And that's
your decision.
And that's when that was my decision. And that's the moment when I go, time.
Time!
Time. Time. And time. And Kat goes,
30 seconds.
30 seconds!
the remaining 30 seconds, we just sort of all sit there shivering, kind of just going, this has just happened, just wanting it to be over.
Here we go.
And finally it's 10, 9.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Finally,
3,
the time
2,
is up.
1.
I did it! I did it!
Congratulations, dickheads.
You did it! I did it!
So I dropped it in, and then I'm straight into the shower. I use soap, I use floor cleaner, I use everything, just scrubbing.
Oh my God, 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 oh my God.
But it's over. And I know I've done the right thing, and I've done what needs to be done, and everything is kind of balanced in the world again, and I just walk out to my group of friends and I say,
It's good. I've cleaned it. There's no poo anymore.
Kat just leans over and goes,
Oh, no, there definitely still is.
How long did it take for the hand to fully reintegrate itself back into society as part of your body?
You know, I think it's, in some respects, maybe it never has. You know?
That is unbelievable. I hope you're not upset if we give you a lead.
Hi there, and welcome to True Story, the show that brings to life the best true stories you've never heard.
Well, you might have heard them.
Yeah.
You might know the person that's on the show tonight. You could be their neighbour. But for the vast majority of people, you're probably not their neighbour. Tonight, we meet Sal. Sal. How are you, Sal?
Nice to meet you, buddy.
How are you, mate? How old are you, Sal?
I'm 18.
18? I'm going to say our youngest.
Yes.
Our youngest storyteller yet.
And Sal, whereabouts do you live?
Mid-North Coast, like Scott's Head.
Scott's Head,
Yeah.
all right.
How many people in Scott's Head?
About 1,000 people, hey. It's like micro.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Do you know
So you
every
really-
single person?
Yeah, if like they surf or
I like
fish.
how you quickly
Just
just
like, hang on a sec. Oh, there's that guy, the redhead. I don't know him. What's that? Who's that guy? But apart from that redheaded guy,
Yeah,
like, you know
everyone, locked down.
Would those 1,000 people know the story you're about to tell?
Yeah.
All right. So you're there and you're in Scott's Head. What was happening?
Well, I was going fishing. Yep. So like, it was like super dawn patrol, like a bit before 6.
Damn, this is mad early. Means I fully love fishing.
Oh, you're a fisherman?
Yeah. I do enjoy spotted fishing.
Okay.
All right. Who are you going fishing with?
I was going fishing with Joycey, like, he's like family friend and like he's one of my teachers at school as well.
Jeez, I love fishing.
But is this a usual thing, like you guys fish?
Yeah, like my mum works with his missus at hospital, and so yeah, and like his son came out with us.
Jeez, I love fishing as well.
He was like 11 then.
Okay, so you say Joyce is a teacher.
What did he teach?
He teaches like English.
Is that weird if you're at school the next week?
Yeah.
And you've been out fishing with you on the weekend?
Oh, you're like...
What if he like gives you a bad grade? You're like, come on, mate, we're fishing buddies.
Al? Yeah? Come on, man. I thought you said you were going to finish that project on the weekend. What the hell are you doing?
Fishing? With you?
You have been, haven't you? Glad we had this little chat.
Okay, so you're out fishing with Joycey.
Yeah, and this is where the story kind of starts.
Right.
So you're in a boat? You going?
Yeah, we're in a boat.
What are you trying to catch?
Chasing, like, Spanish mackerel and mackies and stuff like that.
Spanos.
Spanos, definitely. So yeah, we're just chasing them.
Yep.
And we got like 2 big bonnies, and we're going, oh.
So to translate, is
A
bonnie
bonnie
a fish?
Yeah, it's like a tuna.
So
bonito.
Quite like a tuna, isn't it? Smaller
it's,
mouth.
It's a little.
Slightly
No,
smaller
no,
mouth than
it's a little tuna.
It is a little tuna.
It's a little. It's
He
a little,
doesn't know.
It's a little stripy tuna.
And it's got like, you know, like a swordfish has a super long nose, and this has quite a. Like, it doesn't really have a
This
sword.
doesn't have a sword.
Yeah, it's like a non-sword. It's a bonnie. It's a bonnie. I mean, you can see it on the big charts that the old fishermen have. It's right there under non-sworded fish. Yeah, a couple of bonnies.
Yeah! Couple of bonnies! Great. You can tell they're bonnies because of the lack of sword on their nose.
Okay, do we eat them?
No, liveys for sure, mate. Yeah, liveys, man.
Yeah, lives.
Again, so so when you're saying liveys means there's this live bait again.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty harsh, but you know.
So you could have eaten this fish because they were that big, but you thought you can catch something much bigger using them as liveys.
So why not? Why wouldn't you go for the much bigger thing?
Yeah, bloody bonnies, bloody liveys. Sounds great.
Okay, so you throw the bonnies back in.
Yeah, so we, you know, a couple hooks in them. We're dragging them around for like ages, and we're getting bored. We're just sitting there, like it was like 3-4 hours.
If you can remember, what was the best conversation you had, other than fishing, on the boat that day?
That day. I don't know, we normally rip on his kids a bit. We just be mean to his kids.
Hey, Elliot.
Yeah, mate.
More like smelly it.
Oh, smoked him.
He's like to his face.
No, it's just
fishing.
banter.
Yeah,
It's all about the banter.
So I'm going to come out fishing. I'm going to face some harsh truths about myself.
Yeah, you will. Like, you know, when you're sitting for 5 hours,
Things are going to
not
come
catching anything. Anyway, so I got this other little lure out, and I was just like sitting there, and I was just going, come on, something happened. And then the rod just starts just going.
Okay, finally! Get that other line in! This is it, Joycey! Ooh, we got a big one! Yeah!
So something's on.
Something's on, like screaming, like I'm looking like the spool on this thing, and the line is just vanishing. It's like, and I was like, chase him!
Chase him, Joycey!
Joycey's driving. Yep. I'm like up in the bow, like up on the front of the boat. Just going quicker.
Quicker, Joycey, quicker! Hey, if we're too heavy, throw some Elliot overboard. Good one, mate. Yeah, I know.
I'm your son.
And like we're chasing him down.
It's gotta be a marlin. No, it's not jumping, but I reckon shark, hey.
Marlin is a sorted fish, isn't it?
Yes. Okay.
Please continue.
Yes!
And so probably like, whole fight took probably 20 minutes, half an hour. And I just saw this big silver slab, and I just look at Joycey and go,
Holy shit, it's a bloody massive Spano, Joycey!
No, wait!
Yeah, wait!
You bloody ripper! With your bloody bodies and bloody liveys, and we call ourselves a bloody massive Spano!
It was easily one of the biggest catches of my life. I just wasn't prepared for what was going to happen next.
Stay tuned, because what Sal thinks is the best day of his life is about to turn out to be quite the opposite. Next on True Story. We return to find our young fisherman Sal having just landed the catch of his life. But at this point, he's unaware of the lasting consequences of this big haul.
That's the catch of the day. You're heading in?
Yeah, we're heading on in.
Yep.
So, you know, head back to the beach, show it off at the beach, because that's essential.
Wow! That's a good one.
Cheers, Anthony.
What a catch, hey, Sal. Is that a Spano or what?
You know your stuff, Trev.
Well, you can tell because it doesn't have a long nose.
That's right.
So then we go back to, like, Hilly's house. He's not a teacher. Like,
Right. Sal,
Hilly.
Joycey, Ellie, Spano. Yeah. Want to weigh this thing?
yeah. So we went over there and, like, weighed it. And, like, everyone, like, a few people came around to look at it. And everyone's going,
Oh, what a fish!
What a day.
This might be the best thing that's ever happened in this town.
Well, I'm the town historian, and I can guarantee this is the best thing that's ever happened in this town.
She'd know.
She is the town historian.
Go careful with that, young man.
What?
The big fish you must beware, or else has it an almighty scare.
Who's this wizard?
the next door neighbour. He's just
Right,
like,
okay.
What comes forth from the sea, treacherous it may be.
Whoa. What's treacherous, mate?
Oh, come on, mate. You know this. We did synonyms for dangerous last term.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to work out what synonyms are now, aren't you? No. Yes, you are.
so that kind of put us off it, but then we just looked at it again and went, nah, sick.
Thanks, mysterious, weird old man.
A farewell to you I shall bid, for now I should. We gotta go, boy.
Okay. Better get home for dinner.
Yeah, so I went home, cooked it up. Mum cooked it real well. 8 stacks of it.
Mum, this is gnarly. I don't care what that mysterious old man said.
What did the mysterious old man say?
Probably that my son is the best bloody fisherman in town. That's what he probably said.
No, seriously, what did he say?
Something weird. It rhymed a lot.
Oh.
So I, like, finished up dinner, and then, like, probably, like, 2 hours later, I started feeling a bit crook. And I was, like, hallucinating and stuff.
The old wizard.
Don't tell me the wizard.
The wizard.
The wizard was prophetic.
We should have listened to his warnings.
You should mostly listen to a wizard. If Lord of the Rings has taught us anything.
Hey, Tammy, you've got a shout-out for someone.
Yeah, Angus to Sal's stomach. I know you're not feeling so good right now. Best of luck.
I warned you about that fish, Sal.
Listen to the wizard.
So you start feeling bad.
Yeah, I started feeling crook in, like, 2 hours. And, yeah, like, I had a shower, and I got out of the shower, and I was like, nah, I feel real bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yes, yes.
And then Dad came downstairs. It was probably, like, would have been a few hours now. Like, it was probably, like, 11 at night.
You right there, little buddy?
I went to stand up, and I was just like...
Dad, I'm, like, blind. I can't see.
Couldn't see?
No, I was fully blind, and then I, like, fainted.
Mate, you know, I don't want to sound like a wuss or anything, but maybe we should go to the hospital. Hey? Go on, up you pop.
Dale?
Yeah?
I think we should maybe take Sal to the Hozzy.
What's happened?
Well, probably nothing, but he's blind and his legs don't work and he's unconscious.
Oh, it's not the man flu, is it?
So it kind of paralysed you?
Yeah, it's weird. So we get in the car and we drive to hospital at Maxwell.
It's fine, hey? It's all fine. People go temporarily blind all the time, so...
What was your dad's vibe at the moment, at this stage? Did he go...
He was a bit worried. He's going, like, not being able to see and then fainting is quite a bad turn.
Rosemary?
So Maxwell, it's just like a little local hospital. There's about 9 beds in emergency. It's pretty small. We get there and it's like just one nurse because we don't have any doctors at Maxwell Hospital at night. Like, they're just on call.
Rosemary, something's up with Sal.
Oh, John. It's the middle of room reviews.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I like those lamps they've put in.
I mean, they're a risk, but Shayna will love them.
Yeah, they cost them much?
Yeah, but they're very Shayna.
Dad? Oh, geez, sorry. Yeah, Rosemary, Sal's in a bad way.
And yeah, so I rock up. She's going, oh yeah, like probably just a bit crook. She puts me on a machine and my heart's doing like 30 beats a minute.
Wow.
And I have like...
bad, right? That's low.
Yeah, I have like real low blood pressure.
30 beats per minute. That's quite low. I have to ask, your son's not a Kenyan marathon runner, is he?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
OK, that's really quite low then.
And then at this point, Dad starts getting sick.
Right.
Like, Dad starts going,
Oh, jeez. Sal, I'm no good. Hey, what was it like when you went blind before?
Well, I could see everything, then I couldn't see anything.
Right. Rosemary? I think I got what Sal...
So Dad was suddenly in the bed next to me, and he's really crook. And Rosemary said,
Sal?
Yeah.
Sal, what'd you guys eat? Has anyone else had it?
It was at that moment when I started to remember just how many people we'd given the fish to.
Stay tuned. The full extent of the mackerel's damage is next on True Story. So far on True Story, Sal has caught a big fish with his friend and English teacher, Joycey.
What the hell are you doing?
But after failing to heed a warning about eating the big fish, Sal is now in hospital, trying to remember how many people he'd given this poison fish to.
So at this point, is the nurse questioning you, or...?
Like, they were like, who else did you give the fish to? And we were like, we gave some to Laura.
What does Laura teach at the school?
Laura, sports teacher.
She's any kids at this school?
No, man.
So, yeah, sports teacher got a bit...
They had, and, like, her and her, like, newly husband, Jed, are going on a honeymoon in about, like, 2 weeks' time.
Can you believe we'll be in Bali for our honeymoon in just 10 sleeps?
Yeah, all going well.
Oh, stop worrying. Now put Sal's fish on the barbecue. We're all starving.
Had they eaten it yet?
Oh, yeah.
Rosemary, are you there?
I'm in here.
It's Jed and Laura. We're sick.
Oh, enough with the worrying. Probably just a passing bout of blindness. Oh.
So they jump in the bed as what the bed?
Yeah, they jumped in. So there's 4 of us now.
Gee whiz. 4 of you.
So, yeah, it was me, Dad, Jed, Laura. Yeah, and, like, Jed and Laura had people over for lunch. They threw it straight on. Straight on.
Who can't wait to eat Sal's delicious Spanish mackerel?
I'm in.
Me too.
Me 3, yum.
Dibs on the sword?
Oh, it's non-sorted.
Oh, I'm sorted.
Remember, we've got a bowler for dinner.
Everyone have some. Pretty much. Just like that.
Help!
Oh, for crying out loud.
Rosemary, a little help, please. Sally, Laura, thanks so much for dinner, babe. Oh, I'm so sorry I had to leave early.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so Jed, Laura, their guests, they all join you and your dad.
Did Shayna like the lamps?
She loved him, John. She loved him.
What about Joycey? Was Joycey all right?
He didn't even eat it because, like, his missus cooked up a lamb roast that night.
Saved by lamb.
But obviously my mum and sister had some.
Right on cue.
Sorry to bother you, Rosemary, but we're just...
Mum? Mum?
So were they visibly same symptoms?
Yeah, like, they both looked real, like, sick.
Are all the 9 beds, like...
Now they're full.
Okay. So
It's you and 8 others. Surely that's it.
Yeah, surely that's it.
Nah. Jed and Laura gave some to Laura's parents. And now they're in Kempsey Hospital.
Hello?
Hi, Mum.
Oh, Laura, darling. Where are you?
Oh, Mum, we're blind in Maxville Hospital.
You're kidding. I'm blind in Kempsey Hospital. Your father's blind too.
Can't see a thing.
Oh, great. So this thing's
I'm spreading it out.
It's a smash hit locally.
yeah.
We're taking this virus on tour.
Pretty much.
So in your room of 9, like this overflowing now hospital, all because of your excellent fish catching.
Me, yeah.
Like, what's the vibe like?
Not good. We're all, like, super sick, hey. I remember that everyone was just, like, lying there, not saying anything. But, like, the worst thing was no one knew what it was. Not even the doctors.
So, anyone know what it is? Just a hunch or... OK,
Stay tuned as we find out what on earth had taken down this small town. Next on True Story. As we near the end of Sal's true story, we find an entire town in hospital, struck down by a mystery illness. And the doctors have no idea what this virus is.
So you in overnight?
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, 2 nights.
So you must have, like, at some point, everyone's feeling a bit better. And are you wondering what the hell's going on?
Yeah, but then Dad piped up.
Guys, I think it might have been the fish.
But, like, the best bit was no one knew.
Yeah.
So the doctor's in there, like, after he kind of did me. He's in there and he's, like, on the computer. And we're like, oh, he must be looking up medication. He's typing in symptoms. Like
He's on Google Doc.
What could this be?
Anyone got swollen armpits? No? Oh, it's not plague then, which is good. Got a long shot, this one. What about an uncontrollable urge to eat human brains? No? Not zombies either. What the hell could it be?
Hang on, what was the condition that you had? Like,
We had ciguatera.
What's ciguatera?
It's like it's a toxin that the fish get in them from eating little reef fish. Because they eat coral, which has ciguatera in it. So that's why only big ones get it. Because they've accumulated it all from eating all these other little fish.
Like, how serious can it be? Can you die from...
Yeah, that's like... Yeah, like, full on, hey.
You can die from it?
We can die!
Well, it appears so from where I'm up to in the article, yeah. Well, will we? I'll just Google that. 1 second. Keep the chat up so I know you're not dead in the meantime.
I mean, you maybe know a bit more about ciguatera outbreaks than us since we just heard about the disease, but globally, like, was this one of the biggies?
This was a pretty solid one. Like, we were the furthest, like, south people to ever get it. That's why we got on the ABC national news. I was the headliner. Pumping and winding.
Pumping and winding, pumping and winding, reel it in.
But did you have any idea the fish would hospitalise dozens of people?
Yeah, I was just like, come on, get in the boat. You know, seriously, it was massive.
The fish Sal caught represents the southernmost outbreak of the ciguatera virus ever recorded, with health officials expressing grave concerns that the virus has been detected at such a low latitude.
You see that, guys?
Yes, darling.
Dad?
Yeah, I'm actually still blind.
Southernmost virus outbreak. They said it couldn't be done, but I've done it.
It was like Iraq War, Sal Bartley catching a big fish. I was just like...
Sal's done it.
Yep.
Like, everyone okay now?
Yeah, everyone's all good now.
I mean, you're 16, so you're probably in that situation of like, this is bad, but it's still not, I'm not an adult.
So I loved it. Yeah. I loved it. There was no regrets there.
Okay, good.
I got out of hospital and I was like, ABC News, check. And caught a bloody big fish, check. And I'd taken out nearly every school teacher in the town, which everyone was pretty happy about. It was pretty awesome.
Great poisoning. Great poisoning. Well done.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Well done.
Sal, hey Sal, you're the man.
I know.
true story. It's Sam.
To this day, I really don't feel good about what I did.
With a story that's so